Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Bangladesh counterpart Sheikh Hasina jointly launched 4 projects via video conferencing. President confers Padma Awards on eminent personalities. From Assam, Dr. Ilyas Ali receives Padma Shri. All states in Northeast are ready for forthcoming Lok Sabha polls. In Meghalaya, 22 seats are expenditure sensitive. Supreme Court refuses to stay 10% quota in general category for economically weaker section. Indian pugilists earned laurels at Finland boxing tourney, bag 1 gold, 4 silver medals. Good evening, viewers, and a warm welcome to Northeast News. I'm Changamla Thumra, and now the news in detail. First, the national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Bangladeshi counterpart Sheikh Hasina today jointly inaugurated 4 projects via video conferencing in various fields including road transport, health and education. Speaking on the occasion, Modi said all these projects show that Indo-Bangladesh relations are playing an important and positive role to improve the quality of life of general public. He expressed happiness that both countries have taken steps to increase connectivity not only in transport sector but also in the area of knowledge. He said water treatment plants will bring pure drinking water to thousands of homes and community clinics will benefit about 2 lakh people by providing health services near their homes. The fact that this is his 6th video conference with Hasina shows the deep and strong relationship between the two countries.
2021 तक बांग्लादेश को मिडिल इनकम कंट्री बनाने और 2041 तक डेवलप कंट्री बनाने के उनके विजन को साकार करने में सहयोग करना.
In more national news, President Ramnath Kovind today conferred the Padma Awards on prominent personalities at a civil investiture ceremony in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Padma Bhushan was presented to Malayam actor Mohanlal, South African politician Pravin Gordhan, former Cisco head John Chambers, parliamentarians Hukumdev Narayan Yadav, Kariya Munda and Sukhdev Singh Dhinsa, and late journalist Kuldeep Nair. Padma Shri was conferred on various personalities including chess player Harika Dronawali, table tennis player Sharat Kamal, social workers Bhagirathi Devi and Muktaben Dagli, actor Prabhudeva, music director Shankar Mahadeva, former civil servant S. Jaishankar, archaeologist Dilip Chakravarti, physician Dr. Ilyas Ali and hematologist Mamen Chandi. This year, 112 personalities were selected for the Padma Awards. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Ministers Rajnath Singh and others were present on the occasion. Moving on to Northeast now, all the states in the region are now gearing up for the Lok Sabha polls. In Assam, Chief Electoral Officer Mukush Sahu today said the state is ready to hold the Lok Sabha election 2019 in 3 phases on April 11, 18 and 23. Talking to the media in Guwahati, Sahu said the total number of voters in the state is more than 2 crore 17 lakh. The total number of polling stations is 28,143. Total number of new voters is 7,06,489, which is likely to go up with enrollment of new voters in the age group of 18 to 19. Along with their photo voter slips, the voters will have to produce EPIC or one of the 11 of alternative documents to exercise their franchise. 1,913 polling stations have been marked as critical and 3,663 as hypersensitive. In Manipur, elections to the Lok Sabha will be held on April 11 for Outer Manipur constituency and April 18 for Inner Manipur constituency. The Election Commission of India announced a schedule on Sunday. In the state, the polling will be held in 2 phases. Briefing media at Lamphal Pat today, Chief Electoral Officer P.K. Singh said that with the announcement of the schedule, the Model Code of Conduct has come into effect immediately. For the first phase, the issue of notification will be on 18 March 2019. The last date of filing nominations will be on 25 March, scrutiny of which will be held on 26 March, and the last date of withdrawal of candidature will be on 28 March. For the second phase, issue of notification will be on 19 March. The last date of filing nomination is 26 March. Scrutiny of nominations will be 27 March, and the last day of withdrawal of candidature will be 29 March. In Tripura, total number of voters is 25,98,000. 29,000 forms are forms for enrollment in electoral rolls have been submitted, which will be updated as a part of a continuous process. After the announcement of the schedule for Lok Sabha elections, Sri Ram Tarani Kanti, Chief Electoral Officer, Tripura, said polling in the state will take place in two phases on April 11 for West Tripura constituency and April 18 for East Tripura constituency. In Meghalaya, 36% assembly constituencies are expenditure sensitive, but the election department said in Shillong on Sunday that it is poll ready for the general elections in which the state will vote for the first phase on April 11. Chief Election Officer Frederick Roy Karkongar said training of poll officials and police have been undertaken over the past few months and they are ready for the polls. The state has 22 constituency segments which are expenditure sensitive out of 60. Expenditure observers will visit the state and together with Meghalaya officials will keep a vigil in these constituencies, Karkongar said. The Supreme Court says it is not in favor of passing an order at this stage to refer the issue of 10% quota for economically weaker sections across all classes to a constitution bench. The Supreme Court refuses to stay Centre's decision to give 10% reservation in jobs and education to economically weaker section of the general category. The Apex Court has posted the matter for further hearing on March 28. The bench, also comprising Justices Deepak Gupta and Sanjeev Khanna, asked senior advocate Rajiv Dhawan, who was appearing for the petitioner, to file a short note of the points which they have raised in their application. Earlier, the Supreme Court had agreed to examine the validity of the law and issued the notice to the centre on the plea filed by businessman and Congress supporter Tehseen Poonawalla. Nagaland has launched the first round of immunization as part of the nationwide Pulse Polio program. 1.5 lakh children of less than 5 years will be given polio drops to sustain polio eradication. During the state-level launch of immunization program this morning, Principal Secretary of Health and Family Welfare Department I. Himatu Zimomi administered polio drops to children at Naga Hospital Authority, Kohima. According to Directorate of Health and Family Welfare, 2,274 polio booths have been set up to administer polio drops to children. In sports news, Kavinder Singh Bisht in the 56 kg category struck gold, while Shiva Thapa in the 69 kg category and 3 others claimed silver medals to end a fine Indian campaign at the 38th GB boxing tournament in Helsinki, Finland on Sunday. Signing off with silver medals were 3-time Asian medalist Shiva Thapa, Govind Sahani, Commonwealth Games bronze medalist Mohammad Hasamuddin and Dinesh Dagar. In a rare all-Indian final, Gritty Bisht was up against Commonwealth Games bronze medalist Husamuddin in the 56 kg summit clash. Sahani started off strongly against Thailand's Tithisan Panmod but lost 3-2. Thapa in 60 kg category lost 1-4 to local Arshan Kataev. Dagar was defeated by Commonwealth Games gold medalist England Pat McCormack in the finals. In more sports news, in Meghalaya, to promote sports of any discipline, especially for people of Northeast, Touchline Northeast is the first of a kind initiative. A brainchild by Arki Nongram in Meghalaya, it is making efforts to transform lives of sport lovers to shine in their discipline. Touchline Northeast revolves around the development and promotion of all sports, seeks to achieve their vision and mission from the ground level, grassroots and youth. Touchline has been extending its helping hand in shaping and molding young talents in the region. In Manipur, Chingkhai Hunba Polo Club Kongbal backed the team champion title of the 16th DGAR and 10th Junior State Equestrian Championship 2019, which concluded at Mapal Kangjebung on Sunday. In the senior show jumping event, H. Pritam of Chingkhai Hunba Polo beat Prakash Bandari of Imphal Riding Club for the gold and silver, while L. Rohit of Imphal Riding Club and L. Olympus of Kripsa settled for the bronze medals. As for the junior boys show jumping event, I. Rahul of KM and MM Riding School claimed the gold medal, while TH Manisana of Chinkai-Hunba Polo Club fetched the silver, and KH Rivaldo of Chinkai-Hunba Polo Club and Lamyamba of Eastern Student Club collected the bronze medals. In Nagaland, 3 villages, Sunyu, Chunlikha and Likwemchu in Kohima district were recently declared tobacco-free, taking the total number of tobacco-free villages in the state to 12, official sources said. Nagaland Tobacco Control Program State Nodal Officer and Joint Director of Health and Family Welfare Department, Dr. Hotoku Chishi, made the declaration at a tobacco-free declaration program at Sunyu Village Community Hall. In Assam, the Central Industrial Security Force stationed at Bongaigaon Refinery under Indian Oil Corporation celebrated its Golden Jubilee at CISF Parade Ground, Bongaigaon on Sunday. The chief guest in the program was BRPL's Senior General Manager Amarendra Kurita. The CISF personnel presented a display of their professional skill at the function. In Assam, Dr. B. Barua Cancer Institute, Guwahati, in association with the Action Group for Rural Advancement and Sanjeevani Live Beyond Cancer, recently conducted a cancer awareness and mouth cancer screening health camp at Dimo village in Rangya, Kamrup. Altogether, 96 persons were screened for mouth cancer and 2 persons with suspicious oral lesions were identified. The suspected individuals are now being closely followed by counselors of the Institute for Tobacco Cessation and for timely checkup, diagnosis and treatment at the institute. And up now, the weather report.
Satellite imagery over the northeast shows that rain or thundershower is likely to occur at isolated places over Arunachal, Assam and Meghalaya during the next 24 hours. The temperatures recorded today at some of the state capitals of the region are as follows. Guwahati recorded a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 14.9 degrees Celsius. Itanagar 29.6 and 15.4. Kohima 19.4 and 9.2. Imphal 26.8 and 10. Aizawl 27.5 and 15.5. Agartala 32.5 and 21.6. Shillong 20.6 and 10. And Gangtok recorded a maximum of 14 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius.
And finally, before winding up, a recap of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Bangladesh counterpart Sheikh Hasina jointly launched 4 projects via video conferencing. President confers Padma Awards on eminent personalities. From Assam, Dr. Ilyas Ali receives Padma Shri. All the states in Northeast are ready for forthcoming Lok Sabha polls. In Meghalaya, 22 seats are expenditure sensitive. Supreme Court refuses to stay 10% quota in general category for economically weaker section. And Indian pugilists earn laurels at Finland boxing tourney, bag 1 gold, 4 silver medals. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.